Hey guys, how you doing today? Man, it has been a long time since I've done a video. I have been so busy doing all different kind of stuff. I've been making a lot of shorts, but I haven't sat down and made a real video in a long time. So I thought now would be the perfect time to do it. I have been repotting plants. My anthuriums have gone haywire. They are just growing out of control. It seems like I've just repotted them, and I'm doing it again. I'm getting ready for fall. I've been working in my plant room trying to clean it and rearrange stuff and repot plants in here and then repot plants on the front porch to bring in. Because before I know it, it's going to start getting cold and I'm going to have to start bringing all my babies in. But today, I've got three anthuriums that I want to repot with you guys. I'll show you. I don't have a lot of room. I got a little tiny space, but it works for me. It was just kind of difficult to get my camera set up. But, alright, this one... she is so pretty. I love this plant. This is my Anthurium Doriaki Silver. And she was just little when I got her. I got her 923. But look. Her roots are nutty. I need to get her into a bigger pot. I just watered all these plants yesterday, so that's why they're drippy, but I like to water everything like the day before or a couple days before I get ready to repot. It saves the plants so much stress, and all I do is lift them out of the pot as good as I can. I don't remove any of my soil. I just slip it down into another pot that I prepared for it. But so there's that one I want to repot, my Doriaki Silver. She is so pretty. And then when I'm done with each plant, I spray it with my neem and peppermint oil. They don't have any bugs, but I like to do it at least when I repot. And for all my plants that I'm bringing in off the front porch, I've already sprayed all those off. And I've given them bonide granules just in case there's anything on them. So, okay, in the next pot... oh my gosh, I can't talk. The next plant that I want to repot this is a cross. She is beautiful. This is the last leaf she just put out. It's still a little tender, but she'll be alright. This is a cross of Ace of Spades times Crystal Mag times Crystallanum. And I can't really see in her roots because I do have her in a white pot, but I've repotted a couple more plants that are in these white pots at the same time, and they needed it. Yeah, I can see her root coming out of the bottom. So that's her that I want to repot. Isn't she gorgeous? I just love her. So pretty. Set her over here. Alright, and the next one that I want to repot with you guys is this beauty. She is so pretty, and she's got a flower. She's flowering. This is her first one. I don't typically, or I haven't yet, crossed any of my plants with each other. I'd love to try it once, but someday. This one is Anthurium Crystal Mag times Spaghetti Eye. But she's really taken on the crystal and the Magnificum. No Spaghetti Eye at all yet. And that could all change. This was her last leaf that she gave me. So she is loving life right now. And if she is as root bound as the last one I just repotted, let's see if I see any roots. No, I don't. But that doesn't mean a thing, because these, I like to put everything in clear pots, but sometimes that just is not possible. Let me move my camera up just a hair. Okay. I guess we will start with this one, and then I can get her out of the way. I have another one up on my table. I'll show you guys that one at the end, another one that I just got done repotting. And all I do, I clean up any dry sheathing, anything like that, any nasty looking leaves I like to take off. My space is limited, so if I've got like a weird leaf sticking out that isn't in good shape, I cut it off. As long as your plant has plenty of leaves, it's not going to hurt a thing. Alright. And I do have collars on some of these. A couple of them I've taken off. But, alright, let's see what this girl has going on in this pot. This one might be okay, but you just never know. I like to check. Well, I just felt a root there. I just am loosening up with an old butter knife that I saved, and that looks good. And I'm just going to carefully, I see she has a new growth coming out right here. That's exciting. These anthuriums, my God, they grow so fast. I just repotted all these, it seems like a couple of months ago, but they are going nutty. Well, she wasn't completely root bound, but she looks really good. And this way I can get her, I think I have a clear pot that I can put her in. So I'm just going to lay her like this, and I think those are all fat, squatty ones. I forgot I had this size. That's a nice size. I might put my Dorayaki silver in one of these pots. I think what I'm going to do is put her in this pot. That'll be a nice size up. I like to go a little bigger with the anthuriums because they just grow so fast. That won't fit. I'm just going to put it back in here. And what I like to do on the bottom of my pots is I'm going to put about a half, oops. Okay, wait a minute, I'm getting ahead of myself. I got these little screens to put. I'm sure you guys have all seen these. These pots here have huge holes, and everything just falls out when you put it in. But what I've been doing is I like to put about a half inch of perlite on the bottom. And then start filling up with some soil. Take that off of there. Now, let's see. Yeah, that should be just about right. I'm just going to lay her back down in here. And I want to take her collar off and see the roots. The other ones that I've had these collars on, oh my gosh, the roots have just gone berserk. I have this one, this leaf tied off. Alright, let's take a look. Well, let me get her soil filled in around her. I want to get her as straight as I can. And all I use for my anthuriums, and I've always used, is I get my soil at Walmart. It's called ProMix, and it's got a little bit of perlite and a little bit of bark in it. That's all I use. All I do is add a whole bunch of perlite, and my anthuriums and my philodendrons, I use this for all my plants. They do great. When I first started growing anthuriums, I went out and I bought all the bark and all the perlite and all the blah blah blah, the big huge airway mixed stuff. Which is fine if that's, you know, if your plants are growing good and you want to keep doing it. That I'm not saying change. I'm just saying how I grow mine, and they do fine. It's so much cheaper on the pocketbook, and you don't have to water them every 5 seconds every time you turn around. I need to order some more of these pots. Alright, that looks pretty good. It doesn't look, oh no, I got an air pocket right here. Yeah, I don't like taking and ripping all my plants apart on the root system. The only time I do that is if I have a bug issue, which I don't really have any bug issues. I get spider mites on a couple of my alocasias. That's a given. And my mamie. I don't really have bug issues with anything else. Now, I'm going to put the stick back down in here because it was kind of holding the plant. So it can kind of hold the plant up straight. I don't like it wobbly. Alright, now let's remove some of this. Oh yeah, the roots have grown down into the spag nicely. You guys can see they're not as thick and prominent as some of my other plants, but I'm just going to wrap it back up around here and just leave it like that. Put my tag back in. And I'm going to add a little more spag up around the top. And I just watered all these, like I said. So I'm not going to be watering them today. All I'll do is go put them back in place when I'm done. Alright, there's that one. Crystal Mag by Forget-A Guy. She is so pretty. And I love having, the reason I like to put the perlite about a ½ inch or so on the bottom of my pot. That way when I water, if there's any water on the bottom of the drip tray, I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to go around and dump everything out or worry about it sitting in water, you know, the roots sitting in water. The perlite is a nice guard in between. Alright, let me set her up here, and then we will go on. I want to get that Iriaki silver out, and look at her. She has gone nutty. Whoa. Oh, I forgot to spray that plant down. Well, I'll do it later. I just use neem oil, water, neem oil, a couple drops of peppermint, essential oil and a little bit of soap, and I just put it in this. It's an old, it's just an old bottle. So, alright, look at her roots. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. I'm wondering what the roots look. Oh, I can see the roots on the collar in the. I just made my collar out of little, you know, they're just little cups. And I cut the bottom off, and then I put it like that, and then I just used some Scotch tape and taped the collar shut. Because these were all small. I think I'm going to leave the collar on this one for now. I'm just going to pull her out, leave that collar on for now. And then just gently, and that's another thing when you're watering. When you water like the day before or so, the plants just slide out so nicely. Look at her beautiful roots. Wow. I think I am going to put her in one of these little chubby pots. Maybe not. I might put her in... Oh, let me sit her down before I grab her. I think I'm going to put her in... I can get them apart. Oh, I hate when these pots stick together. I think I'm going to put her in one of these. Oh, it looks like I might have 3 pots in here, yeah. I wish I had another big one for the next one coming up. I might have to put her in, one of my bigger nursery pots. I've got to order some more of the... I can't even get these ones undone. EIA. There we go. Well, I thought. And I know I am pretty sure I don't have... I don't think this one's going to be big enough for this other plant. I'll have to look. I think I see a couple more bigger pots over there, but I'll have to look. Alright, put my screen in. I love this Dorayaki Silver. She is just so pretty. I'm going to have to order some more perlite before long, too. Yeah, I think that's going to be just fine. I switched over to a new fertilizer, the Super Thrive Foliage. I think it's called Foliage Pro, or something like that. Go. And man, that has really made a big difference in, especially, well, I mean, really all of my plants. But gosh, my anthuriums have just taken off. Oh, and I also started using another product that, because you guys know, I buy a lot of seedlings, and what I started doing was I bought this, it's called Smart Grow Supercharger Mycorrhizae Beneficial Bacteria. It's got trichoderma and sea kelp in it, and I'm telling you what, these have made a really big difference in my seedlings that I've been buying. And I just put it in when I repot them, because I repot mine as soon as I get them. And I sprinkle just a little bit of this on, and then later when it needs to be repotted again, I put more on. And then I don't really use it anymore once they get into bigger pots, mostly just my babies. But I'm sure also, like, if you had a plant with root rot or any kind of plant that is really struggling and doesn't have a good root system, this stuff works great. And it's not bad priced, and I got it on Amazon. So, you know, it's cheaper. I know a lot of people use the white, what is it, white shark, or I don't know, something like that. And this is a 4-ounce bag. And it only takes a little teeny bit. I mean, you don't put a whole gob of it on there, but you got to keep it sealed and keep it dark. But I have been finding that has really, my seedlings all got really, really nice root systems on them, and they are just looking beautiful. I really wish I had a taller pot for this plant, but I just don't. Wait, let me go look. I might have one. I did find a few more, but I don't think, this is a hair taller. Not by much, but I think I'm going to dump her out and put her in here. And then I can save this pot for something different. It's going to be a little messy because I've already put my perlite in here. And I really want my perlite to be at the bottom, so I'm just going to scrape it out as best as I can. There. And that one already had a screen in it, so not much taller, but enough. This is what this is what I go through with my decision making. I really do need to order some bigger clear pots. But I feel like once the plants get so big and you're not really having an issue, I've transferred a lot of my bigger anthuriums over into darker pots, and I'm fine with it. Not every plant has to be in a clear pot. It's nice because, yeah, you can see the roots, but it's not a deal breaker for me. It's just what I do with my poking stick. Here it is. But it is nice, especially when they're smaller and like medium size like this, to be able to see what's going on. But I just feel like once they get big, I'm not going to keep buying, I don't want to keep buying bigger clear pots. Because they are kind of pricey, especially when you start getting up into the bigger. Of course, all pots are expensive. My God, everything's expensive anymore these days. Alright. I'm going to take this collar off so that we can look at the roots. Because from what I can see on the top of this little collar I made, she's got some really fantastic roots going off the top of this. Which is why I kind of wanted to get her into a deeper, longer pot, but it don't matter. Oh, I'll just keep her spag buildup here, and oh my gosh. She's got so many roots that it's not even letting go. Can you guys see? She's got roots. Nice, nice roots all the way around. So I'm just going to put some fresh spag that I've got wet back around her like that. Here we go. Alright, put her tag back in because I am good for forgetting that. And then I'm going to spray her down with her neem oil. And I just do, it's a nice preventative and it cleans the leaves off really nicely. I just do front and backs. I got dirt all over. And then I usually give a nice little spray on top. Just in case there's anything in the soil, but okay, I'm going to have to get a new, oh no I won't, I got one right here. I need to wash this tray out, but that'll work. Well, there she is, all repotted up into her bigger pot. And all sprayed off nice and clean. Alright, we got one plant left. And this one actually feels like I didn't water it very good or something. Doesn't feel very, but that's okay. I'll water her when I'm done. Yep, she's got a new growth coming too. And this one was the Ace of Spades by Crystal Mag, by Crystal Lanham. She is so pretty. Actually, I'm going to give her just a quick drip. I can't believe I missed this plant. Usually I'm pretty good about. And then I have some more babies that are going to be needed to be repotted soon, but I'm not going to worry about those right now because I've got so many other plants that I need to take care of. I'm worried that our weather has been so weird, and I'm worried that our weather is going to snap and get cold on me quickly. So I want to worry about my front porch plants. Oh my. Wow. This is so hard to believe. I just repotted all these plants. Crazy. I will have to give her a good watering. Oh brother. What pot am I going to put her in? That one is going to do absolutely no good. And this pot isn't any bigger than the other one. I'm going to have to go dig, and I might have to put her in a nursery pot, which is fine. Her root system looks really good. I see no root rot. She looks healthy. She's growing. So I'm not going to worry about it. And I hope you guys don't either. You don't have to have square pots for everything. Alright, I am going to pause my camera, and I am going to go on a hunt for a nice tall pot for her. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I found this nursery pot. I think it's going to be... I still wanted something a little bit bigger, but all I have is terracotta, and I am not going to put my anthurium in terracotta because it will be back to never-ending watering. So she's going in this, and I am going to call it good. I never started using clear pots until, well, I did for my orchids, but I never started using clear pots on any of my other plants, my anthuriums, until this year, and I never had any issues, so I'm not going to sweat it. It's not that big of a deal. When a plant needs to be repotted, it needs to be repotted. And I'll have to go out in my greenhouse and see if I can find any bigger pots the next time around. Because I would have liked to have gotten her in just a little bit bigger of a pot, but I'm not, like I said, going to sweat it. I keep a really good eye on my plants, so... But anyways, what I was saying earlier, and I don't think I ever finished, because I never do, I get sidetracked. That's my life. Is I started using the Super Thrive on my plants, the Foliage Pro. I got it on Amazon, and I really have been liking my results. The leaves are growing beautifully. The root systems, as you've seen on all my plants that I repotted with you today, they are just really, really nice. And if you have a good root system, your foliage is going to show you that. So, I'm really happy with it, and I think I'm going to stick with it because it's so easy. I use it on everything. My orchids, my philodendrons, my ferns, my anthuriums, of course. And everything seems to be loving it and growing really well. So I will say I haven't been using it a lot on my my front porch plants, because quite honestly I just take my hose and I squirt everything. I put Osmocote in my plants on the front porch. So, but they're all growing really nicely too, even without the Super Thrive. So, but yeah, nice product. And I think I'll stick with it. I still have a little bit of some of my old fertilizer left too. I've been kind of using that off and on. And I just watered, I put like a little capful, a little bit in a cap, and pour it in a jug, a 1 gallon watering jug. And I do that every time I water. Sometimes, a couple times I don't, because I'm lazy, which I don't know how you could be that lazy, because it only takes a second. Look, here's one of the old baby leaves that was under the spag moss of this plant. I want to look at, oh wow, these roots are just insane. I want to get another little bamboo stake, kind of just help her. I feel like she's leaning this way. I'm going to save that one for my poker. And I'll get some more spag around her. No, I don't have any more right here. I thought I did. I have a little bucket over here. That I keep all kinds of stuff in. But no more sticks. I grabbed some extra so I'd have them. Alright, I'm just going to put this there. That'll help hold her up. But look at the roots on the top where that collar was. Amazing. And I'm just going to put some more spag on her. Just kind of pile it up on there. I am just amazed at how these anthuriums, a lot of these ones were babies last year. And gosh, they just all took off so nicely this year. I'm going to steal this because I need to water her. And I've got the Super Thrive in this. And then I'm also going to spray her down. And I've got dirt. All over them. Get the dust off. Get them protected just in case any creepy crawlies want to come around. I do this with all my plants. As soon as I get them, I know everybody says, oh, don't repot your plants as soon as you get them. Wow. I disagree with that. I think she needs just a hair more water. I do mine as soon as I get them and get them unboxed, or even if you're bringing them home from the store, I spray them down immediately. Get them out of the soil that they've come in. Repot them into my soil. And then I will take my spray that I spray them with and I'll drench it down into the soil, because sometimes you can't get all the old soil off from when you got the plant. And then I do a little bit of a soil drench. I let the plant dry a little bit and then I will spray it down again. And another reason I do it that way, well, to finish my thought, to finish my sentence, I've never had a plant stress out more from being shipped or being brought home from the store. I've never had a plant stress out more because I've done that. As long as it's watered well, and even if it's dry when you get it, water it. Wait for a couple of hours. Go ahead and spray it down. That way, if there's anything on it, whether you can see it or not, you won't have to worry about it. But yeah, I've never had a plant go nutty because I've repotted it. So I don't know where that came from in the plant community, but I would rather have and know that my plants are bug free and they're in my soil than to wait and then end up with, I've never had thrips, knock on wood. I have had spider mites, I had mealybugs many, many years ago on an orchid I bought. But I just don't have that issue with thrips and flat mites and spider mites and whatever all else everybody. I'm telling you, repot your plants right away, spray them down right away, make sure they're watered well. You won't have an issue. As long as you've got them watered good and they're not dry as a bone and you're picking them all apart. That, and when I get a plant, I want to see the root system. I don't want to wait for everybody says wait 2 weeks, or why? To stress it out again a second time? No, I'll do it my way, because then I don't have to worry about bug infestation. But then what I'll do is, like, a couple days later, I'll spray it down again. And, you know, for new plants, I'll spray it down again. But I don't have an area to put new plants and keep them away from... I have plants everywhere in my house. Living room, dining room, kitchen, my plant room, upstairs in my bedroom, upstairs in my bathroom down here. They're all over. I have no safe place to put them, so my safest way is to just spray them down and get them into the soil, take care of them, and keep a really good eye on them. So, alright guys, that is it for me. I cannot tell how long this video is, but I hope it's not too long. Probably is. This is repotting 3 plants. I can do it a lot quicker when I'm not doing a video because I'm not yapping. So, alright guys, I will talk to you later and have a good day. Bye. Peace.